Yeah, I do think we need to worry about that autonomous
Yeah.
world. I think that because AI, I say AI, it's going to move at in two speeds in enterprise. I like to think about it that way. There's going to be the experimentation that you can do with certain things that you can afford, especially with internal productivity. I can experiment with things, right? I can try. And in that world, things are just going to go pretty wild, I think. And then
Yeah.
I think there'll be the things that companies need to be a lot more thoughtful about finances and customer visible things. And those, I think companies will be a lot more careful about that and it will move slower, right? Because you want to be careful. You want to have the right governance and do need a governance. I think governance and observability are two areas that are going to require a lot more evolution now here with AI. I'm very thoughtful and I encourage companies to think through that from the beginning. But I do think you're going to allow experimentation. And for that,
Right.
all these things are going to have places for that and we're going to have to protect against those. Right?
Yeah. And, when we talk to the leaders at different companies, the view is always like, we need to have a certain level of predictability in our network infrastructure, right? So we don't want autonomous systems to make changes which we don't know what
Mhm.
happened and how do we troubleshoot in case something goes wrong and stuff like that. And I totally agree with you. At some point, the technology will evolve enough that we will let it make more of the decisions, but how far are we from that? Let it control our destiny from the network infrastructure perspective or overall IT infrastructure perspective, right? And I think for the foreseeable future, I totally agree with you. I mean, it's going to be it's the humans are involved in the decision criteria, and there needs to be certain predictability in all aspects of IT where it's very, very complicated. Now, simpler tasks we will automate like observability or making recommendations. We will start from there. Then we move into how much of a control do we give to these autonomous systems and slowly let them evolve over time. And then time will tell how much of automation we're happy with, right? So no, I really appreciate your, views on where the market is going. And we really appreciate you joining our advisory board and giving us advice on a regular basis. What an honor to be with you today, discussing these topics. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining us and really appreciate your time.